Good evening, guys. Welcome to our newest live stream. And today I'm here talking about Tennessee. So the polls have now closed in Tennessee like a minute ago, and we've been talking here about Tennessee today. I think we were expecting the results pretty fast. I mean, at least that's what I want as well. And we have a lot of races. Not a lot of races. We do have the Senate primary in the Democratic side. We do have the governor's primary in both, and it's an open primary because, as you can see here, the Republican primary, which is the one that matters because, Tennessee is a red state, so whoever wins the GOP primary will actually be in a very great position of advantage. It's an open one. And in the House, we already have some projection, but these are only uncontested votes. As you know, Tennessee now has a new map, much better for the Republicans, like the 9th, the 8th, and the 5th. All of those districts are now Republican friendly. For example, you can see here the 9. What's the general election? Just return back after leaving for a moment. I mean, the general election will be in November, so basically the Democrats and Republicans will be together right now. We're seeing the process in order to choose who will be representing them in that general election will be November 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see here the 9th district. Basically, it has a bit of part of Memphis. This is gerrymandering, of course. As this is Williamson County and Rutherford County next to Nashville, Democratic City, of course, and you have a bit of Columbia, and you go all the way to get Memphis, which is also Democratic. So have here now they're saying it's solely Republican. Then you also have here the 8th. It's also not a gerrymandering, as you can see here. Yeah, Shelby County. Shelby County is exactly Memphis, but it's not the whole portion of Memphis. That's why this is also solidly Republican. And then you have finally the 5th, which is, I think it's still solid Republican. And this is completely crazy. As you can see here, has the rest part of Shelby County. It has also a big portion of Nashville, and then the gerrymandering is done, basically. We're not still nothing in. We're still waiting for. Yeah, I mean, right now it's not my best day, I can tell you that. And but yeah, I'll still be here. It's not the same. I'm not feeling the same as I do most of the days because this is not as big of an election and it's very late, as you know, 1 a.m. and but yeah, it's not the same. But I'll be okay because yeah, this is not the first time. It's like multiple times, and I'm trying to get awake, I would say, because I was like sleeping for 2-3 hours just to be here for this live stream. I think I have the responsibility, and I really like to do this. So yeah, I'm feeling alright, but it's just because I mean this the fact that we only started covering this at 1 a.m. for me because I mean Tennessee's the only state, so I mean, it sucks a bit. Why didn't probably could have used it like Tuesday? It's much better, and I'm not sure why they didn't do that. It's a bit weird actually because UK is the one that chooses Thursdays as election nights. I mean, you can see that the special election was on the Thursday, but then of course we only got the results on the Friday. Then we will also see actually when we'll have the special election or the by-election in Clacton. That will also happen. So I mean, very, very interesting to have an election night on Thursday. On a Thursday, also when we got the New Jersey special election, like back in May or April, something like that. We also, okay, let me just open Decision Desk. Maybe I can open Decision Desk here. So maybe, okay, let me try here to find Decision Desk. Okay. Okay, now I have here, so we do have here the governor race, and we got some votes. I mean, it's 2% already. It's Cumberland, Putin County next to, not next, but it's not very far from Nashville, and also Bradley. Those 56% of the vote, and those are probably the early in-person votes, and also the mail-in votes. That's actually what New Tennessee reports first. We have 635,000 of those votes to report, and you have also a big chunk of the election day. So considering you already have like 12 plus 3, which is 15, so you're still expecting over 600,000. Of course, early in-person votes, and also we're still expecting the whole batch of the early election day votes. So yeah, still a long way to go. But we're only got two counties here, 75, so very easy. And here in the Republican side, 46, 34. And the odds were down slightly for Marsha Blackburn. It was 96, now it's in 95, so pretty interesting. So county is not voting for her actually to Putin by a big margin, 30 points actually. And maybe you can go here to the breakdown. Actually, this is only for pro. I'm not really subscribing to Decision Desk, but it's most of this, as you can see here, is I think it's the early in-person votes. Maybe I can wait here. Yeah, we have here the precincts, whether they are, as you can see here in Bradley County, which is one of the counties that actually we have votes. You can see here the precincts are 0 out of 18, which means we're only getting the early in-person votes and a slightly big portion of mail-in votes. So, I mean, for some reason, the New York Times are still now they're finally adding. So, I mean, Bill Haggerty, senator now, just got projected to win 99%. We got Bradley County. I mean, only 50 mail-in votes. So, I'm sorry, not mail-in votes, write-in votes. And yeah, still nothing in this congressional races. All of them are here are uncontested. So yeah, pretty nothing so important. And yeah, still waiting. For some reason, not so sure. We have this race here, the fifth, which is quite competitive. We're expecting, I mean, the odds are 77%, which doesn't mean a lot, to be honest. For not to be only 77%. I have 10 people there watching, guys. Thank you so much. It is really amazing. I mean, considering this is not usual for to have an election on a Thursday, it is great. And Brent Taylor getting 95% chance, so we'll see. Right now, still with the now he just got another place, Blackburn, letting in Obion County now. That's another 53% of the vote. That's like 2,000 more votes here. And actually, I can tell you it's 1,714. And right now, Blackburn's still ahead. Now the lead just increases to 12 points. Now here, now he's got the lead. Now John Rose is still ahead. I mean, of course, he's still ahead. Now we got the first votes here in the Tennessee's fifth. Only 11 points. This is actually big. So we have an incumbent, Annie Ogles, and then we have Charlie Hatcher. You can see here 11 points now because it just got a big batch, I would say. We have Obion County now. And still, not the best, I would say, for an incumbent. We're seeing here just incumbent being the challenge, and it's always interesting to see. But still, I mean, 9 points. I'm sorry, 9 points, 11 points, not the best. I can tell you that. Here, 74, and here it's basically 7.7. So let's just go back here. So as you can see here now, we're actually getting higher number of us here reporting the official website. You can see here 9.5 to 8K, and now it's got a lot of votes here actually in terms of turnout, because sometimes you want to compare how the Republicans and Democrats are basically doing. You have 14,000 here and 2,000, but it's just because these are a very Republican county, basically. So I mean, you're not expecting a lot of Democrats here. The only place you could expect Democrats is basically Davidson, big slot, not very big, but actually a significant in Knox County. And then you also have, of course, Shelby, and Davidson. Those are the two biggest. We'll see Democrats running up the score there. At least we expect that. So nothing here. Here we do have the votes in the third district, already 3%. The Democrats are getting 70. I'm sorry, not the Democrats. In the Democratic primary, we're having 79-21, and in the Republican primary is uncontested. How does the composite vote in the primary translate to general? Does always have much higher numbers. The Dems always have much higher numbers. Because I mean, it doesn't mean it will be the general election as it is in the primary. Like, for example, in Michigan, of course, we have a much more high-profile election. We had a much high-profile election in Democrats. That's why the Democrats had like 1.5 million turnout, and Republicans got 900,000 or so. It's completely normal in that case because one of the races is competitive and the other one is not. Of course, I mean, John James won in the landslide, and Mike Rogers was actually uncontested. So it's not fair to compare those races. But when you go to Texas and you see both of the races being basically a high-profile races, you go to Tellerico, Crockett, and also Paxton, Courtney, and you saw there two high-profile races, so you can be comparable. You got like 2.3 million in Democrats and 2.2 or 2.1 million for Republicans in terms of turnout there. So I mean, primaries are just a sign of enthusiasm in terms of the case with enthusiasm basically for the dual side. So I mean, does it for the good and bad of things? It's basically the way it is. The problem is for those 700,000 people that voted, Haley Stevens, we'll see how much of them will actually vote. How really they will vote in the general election, because that will be the very important question. It's no guarantee actually of them voting for Abdul side. Now we saw a movement being created on Twitter. I saw that today. Basically, it's basically Democrats for Mike Rogers. They're probably going to vote for Mike Rogers. At least I'm not saying like 100%, but at least 10-20% at least of those Haley Stevens voters will actually vote for Mike Rogers, even though they Haley Stevens endorsed Haley Abdul side. That's not the same thing as actually being motivated to vote, and some of them can just like skip the Senate line and just unvote. So right now, let me just go here. So it's still 9,000 here, nothing special. So John Rose continues to lead, even though he was not the favorite, but continues to lead, and nothing special so far. Exactly, still having the same results. I think this is New Anderson County now. Blackburn is ahead by, yeah, that's almost 20 points. 16 actually. That's a new part. But you can see here in terms of the remaining votes. I mean, most of the votes are here around Nashville, not in Nashville properly, but in the suburbs around it. Also here in this particular region that is it has a lot of mountains, but it's a lot of Republican, like 70% plus. Should expect a lot of votes there. Look at the bubble in Putin County. It's the county that really is putting Rose ahead right now. Just got more votes now. Look at this. More counties being reported now. 50. Okay, now we just got the votes. Look at this. Marshall Blackburn is now ahead with 15,000 votes. They're actually reporting the votes pretty fast. They're much delayed here in the New York Times and also in Decision Desk. But in the New York Times, at least they have more votes reported. Now in terms of the look at this, the 9th district is very competitive. New will be the pickup. I'm sorry, pickup will be I think it'll be the 9th exactly. The 6th is also competitive, and the Democratic side we do have some competitive districts maybe. Like to check turnout, it'll be very interesting to check the 9th in terms of turnout, just to compare how, and also the 9th and the 8th and also the 5th, just to see how bad or how good for the Democrats those districts are actually. Now I'll just go here to this race, and I mean, votes left, you can see here exactly what I mean. 3% now. I think most of those, and actually like almost 100% of those, are actually early in-person votes, maybe. And guys, yeah, for there we have like 6 people there. Don't forget to subscribe channel, leave a like down below. That's very important, and because that really helps. And we have 4 likes, so let's go. Now we have more votes, 13,000. But though here it still is at 22,000 now, 41.7 to 34.9. So yeah, very interesting. In terms of margin, let me just check. So Blackburn is okay. Now it's got more votes. So Xavier 48, 45, 50, 41, 46, 41. I'm not sure why Jackson County is like that. Now I have 5% of the vote, so I mean pretty fast. 60 minutes in and ready at 5% of the vote, and the Democratic side were at 2. So of course now the Republicans are really squeezing the votes, but it's still very early. Those are only Republican counties. We should really wait. In terms of here decision desk, I should probably didn't update this thing. And now we're at 23,279, so there's still delayed for some reason. We're over 50,000 votes already reported, so pretty fun. And let's just go here, 71, 50, 21. This is competitive in the fourth. Maybe we can go there. I mean, it's competitive, but it's 208 and 203 votes. It's 68, 67, 29. So it's only Cannon County. In the Republican side, the 50 is the one that is competitive. And right now it's still 11 points. Still the same number of votes being reported. And yeah, 41, 32, 47, 32. Let's go here. We're already 6% of the vote in some of these house races. Let's go here to the 9th. I think I don't have the 9th open, but it could be important, so let's go there. And we do have it here. So right now, 8.4 to 1,000. Of course, the Democrats being like squeezed a lot, but we don't have Memphis, we don't have Shelby County. That will be the place where the Democrats need to shine in terms of turnout. As you can see here, the votes only 3% of the Democrats and 10% the Republican side. Guys, it's so important for you guys to subscribe. I'll say it again because it's really, really so important. I just got another county, Clay County, going for Rose, and also we're getting Cannon County. Now we already checked that one. I'm sorry, Jackson County as well. So having, and also here Grenier County also voting for Rose. So I mean, already 4 counties. Yeah, 4 counties. Also Marshall being so competitive now. The lead is 14. I think that might be incorrect as well. Now, yeah, 29,000 already. So we continue to get more and more votes. I'm not so sure whether we do have some precincts in. I think we're still at 0. Yeah, I think we're still at 0. Let me just check it here. Sorry for this. I'm just really checking whether we do have votes or not. And now we're still at 0 in terms of the precincts. So we're only getting the early votes, which should be done very, very fast. Guys, thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll say it again because it's so important. I mean, I'm still here. I'm trying my best. And I mean, your support is the best thing I can ask. Now we have double digits as well, 11 people. So yeah, let's go. Marshall Black, we're now getting 24,000, even though it's already, as you can see here, at 30,000. They're constantly being delayed, which is pretty interesting. And now this one here, lit is still the same. This is now 98% chance. I don't know what happened. Oh god. So the odds were 70 now, 70 something, now it's 98. So what happened in this race, I'm not so sure. We got only a county and reporting 11-point shift for Ogles. I'm not really sure what happened there. Look at the 9th now. Brent Taylor is now ahead. And the turnout is 10,000 against 1.6, 1.7 actually. So turnout is very, very low there. Pretty interesting. So we do have some districts already at 12%, 14 actually. So we're getting pretty fast results. Only, again, I'll say it again, only early votes. Again, our 74,000 already, 10% of the vote basically. Not bad. Not bad at all. And let me just check here where we got the votes. So in this particular region, it seems like that. Okay, we got Dyer County. I'm sorry. Let's go. If we got Dyer County, I think in the congressional race, we might have, yeah, 67-33. So yeah, I mean, I think that incumbent is probably gonna hold. And now we're over at 32,000, which is also, now we're at 35,000. Pretty interesting. Now the margin keeps increasing. We got a county now for Monty Fritz, getting 44% here in Lawis County. We're still waiting for the big cities. I mean, we're still waiting for Knoxville. We getting this portion here. Percentages are huge, over 50%. And okay, now we got another county here, 48 in Overton County. So it seems like in this region, it might be where John Rose is from. I'm not really sure about that. I was not into this race. I mean, at 100% like I was in Michigan and other races like that. But it seems like in this region he's quite well. He's doing quite well here. He might perform in Nashville. I mean, if this continues, of course. But this is pretty interesting because we'll see who will do better in the election they vote. That will be interesting to watch as well. And these counties are not very big, as you can see here. But yeah. And yeah, we got a new subscriber, guys. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Now we're at 724. That is amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And considering how the night has been going, it's not so bad actually. I'm just here trying. Okay, so 43-33 now, 11 points out, 14 people. Let's go, guys. And yellow is his congressional district. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, you have here, so yeah, maybe I should have read more about this race. Yeah, I was not really so much focused on Tennessee because we do have primaries next week. Much more important primaries, like in Wisconsin, for example, the Democrats are still trying to nominate like an Abdul El-Sayed 2.0 in Wisconsin. So very, very interesting. And the odds for Republicans win in that particular race is like going out of the roof. Now we have 725. Thank you so much for that as well. I would just say thank you again. And yeah, I mean, Francisco Wong in Wisconsin being possibly the nominee there. Major drives will be in Memphis, Nashville is first mark to make it interesting. Yeah, yeah, that I know, that I know. I mean, Tennessee is usually not one of the states that it's not very much talked about because I mean it's not really important. It's Republican, a lot of Republican. I think he voted for Trump by 20 something points, 25 or something. So I mean, it's not really, people don't really care about this, even though, I mean, I care about every state and I love to cover elections, so I'll still be here. But yeah, I don't think many people are focused really on this state tonight. We don't really have a huge election here. It'll be interesting just to watch the margin. 10 points now. So yeah, we'll see about that. Now, as you can see here, so probably he will do better across this area, but it's weird. I mean, probably you can try to explain to me why is Cumberland County so bad for him, only losing by 4, and like Putin County just next to it, he's winning by 33. So, I mean, if this is the congressional district, it should have an impact that's basically evenly split between all of the counties around it. It's pretty weird. At least I should expect like the not to be so different from Putin County and Cumberland County, like being 30 something and be losing by 4. That's a big impact, I would say. I have 14 people there. Fantastic, guys. Let's just update the official website here. So now 46,000, which is 42.75, 32.25. So the margin is still 10 points. It's basically steady at 10 points now. Pretty interesting. So let's go here to the 9th. We're still waiting for the same thing. Now we got some votes here in the 4th. I'm not sure why I have this page open. Again, okay, because of the competitive primary in the Democratic side, but still only 776 votes. Not the best, I would say. The turnout right now, the comparison, maybe you want to compare turnout 84,000 to 21,000. Again, I would say we're still waiting for the big cities. Those cities will vote for the Democrats by a landslide. That's why we should be really waiting for those. So right now, the 5th here, this is competitive. Let's open here the 5th. And look at this. Andy Ogles, incumbent in this particular district, getting only 52%, losing in Dyer County, and these both, if this continues, and now it's even closer, he's going to die like Dyer. He's going to basically die in the race. And now we got Lauderdale County. Look at the tie here. Montgomery County 10-10, 50-50. Fantastic to see a tie here. But yeah, we're still waiting for this region. It should be very populated. Exactly. I mean, Williamson County next to Nashville. And also waiting for Shelby, which should provide like 5,000 votes. Right now, very interesting what's happening here. So, Andy August was basically backed by President Trump. So, I mean, if this continues, it will be a defeat. And now I have 17 people there. It will be a defeat, I would say, for President Trump overall, because I mean, only getting a win by like a point in being an incumbent, it's really crazy. Now here in the Democratic side, we do have competitive race. Look at this. Yolanda Cooper Sutton now getting 29. So people strong dislike Ogles. It's crazy that his district goes all the way to Memphis. The German is crazy. I mean, every district in Tennessee goes now all the way to Memphis. I'm being literal. I mean, I can show you. You probably know better than I do. Look at this. The 5th, the 8th, the 9th, every district goes all the way to Memphis. And the 5th has a big part of the suburban Nashville. Also the 7th. Also the 9th. also the 4th and the 6th. So most of the districts, they have a big part of Memphis, or either they have that or Nashville. And as you can see here, when we covered the 7th congressional district special election like in December last year, and Matt Van Apps won that race, but it was not the district. This was not the district. So, I mean, again, things change. Let's go back to the governor primary now. Okay, now it's 10 points. Monty Fritz now increasing slightly. She's winning. I mean, very interesting. Let me just open that. He's winning now much more. I'm just checking here in Decision Desk whether we have more votes reported, but no, it's actually less than New York Times. So he's winning Rowan County by some big portion, actually, being competitive in Scott. Also winning Lewis. Very interesting now. Still waiting for, I mean, Metro Memphis, Metro Nashville, Metro Knoxville. Knoxville also has a lot of votes. Also, Chattanooga, they are still waiting for those. And now we're at 15%, so it will be interesting to check. Guys, yeah, don't forget to leave a like in the live stream. We're now at 4 likes, so yeah, don't forget to leave a like there and subscribe to the channel. It's really important, and if you can send me a super chat, because it really helps my work, and make sure that I'll be here at least for even more elections, because that really shows that you're liking, and I should continue. Now we just got a tie here in Trousdale County, but it's only 1%. This might be a precinct. I mean, the early vote should be much higher than that. And we also got Fayette County here, going for Marsha Blackburn, 61-24. So you see here really things happening with this high percentage. Now, I mean, the highest in terms of population is Washington right now. I'm not really sure where that is. Washington County might be here exactly. I mean, it's here, Johnson City. It's only the early vote. So right now we keep waiting for the precincts to come, but it's only the early vote. Yeah, as you can see here, nothing reported. Only the early vote right now. So 15 people there. Not so bad, guys. Let's go 5 likes. I think we can go to 730 subscribers. Then we can also go to 10 or even 15 likes. Now the lead is 12 points in this particular race. So, I mean, Monty Fritz is closer to John Rose, and John Rose is close to Marsha Blackburn. Not sure what. Okay, much better now. At least we can see both. So, I mean, very interesting what's happening here. Let's go to the 4th now. So, Scott, Digital Arrays wins the Republican primary. I mean, nothing special there. The Democratic primary is the one that is competitive, and they will have the most votes here in Nashville, and also, which is in Davidson County, and also in Rootford. So, suburbs of Nashville. I have 18 people watching, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. It is great, I would say, considering this election is not hugely important, but still, I have 726. So thank you so much. At least this is being a much better live stream than Michigan's on Tuesday. So at least that. And now we're at 726 subscribers, and that's amazing. I just want to say that. And listening to the stream while I do some gardening, I mean, that's wonderful. It really wonderful. And yeah, let me just check here what's happening in the 5th, and look at this. Every election is important. Yeah, I met Christoph at my high school last year. That's interesting. Every election is important. I mean, every election is unique. And look at this. This would be something. I mean, if this happens, it's no guarantee of this happening, but 18% of the vote, 4 points now lead for Charlie Hatcher, the basically the primary challenger of Andy Ogles here. Nobody likes Andy Ogles, at least that's what I've heard. And we're still waiting for this portion. This portion will be very important to actually define this election. Look at this. It has some votes there. I mean, 17,000 votes. This portion here will also be important now. And also to check the election day vote. The election day vote will be crucial now to see whether Charlie Hatcher can actually win this thing or not. Let's check prediction markets. So this thing is not correct. I mean, this Decision Desk, usually they're in a much better position than most of the other media outlets, but today they're not actually. And listen to here, 93, and now it's at 87, and Kalshi's at 67. So pretty interesting the odds here happening. I mean, no recommendation of actually putting your money there. It's just, I mean, I'm just checking it for fun. I'm not even putting my own money. And now Jerry Green got projected in the Democratic primary, so she will be losing in November. We know that. I mean, no offense, but you know how things are. And yeah, now 727. So amazing, guys. Just want to say thank you so much. I mean, it was really hard because I was basically, I went to bed at like 3 hours ago. I tried to sleep as much as possible because I knew this would be a big night, at least 2-3 hours of live stream. And I mean, it was really hard to actually, I mean, listen. I was listening to the phone and it was like the alarm and it was crazy. And now I'm here actually do the live stream. So, I mean, pretty interesting, and the live stream is going all right. So I would say very good actually. So 7 likes now. Let's go to 10, guys. And what are the competitive school board and mayoral races, since those are competitive against each other in party control? I'm not really sure about that, to be honest. I'm not really focused on those races. I'm only here watching the primaries in the governor and also Senate and the House races. Not even state legislator, even though that could be important. If we have time and if those are competitive, maybe we can check some of the state legislator races. But look at this, only 0.4. Yeah, that's yeah. Maybe local news. It's much better. Actually, Decision Desk has those races, I think. But yeah, we'll not be talking about those because we have other races to talk about. If we have time, maybe I can just scroll about that and also try to at least know something about those races. Now in the ninth, still nothing new. In the governor, I don't know. Maybe they stopped now a bit. I think now 65. Okay, now New York Times is ahead of the official website. Pretty interesting as well. But I think we're still at basically 0 in terms of precincts. Actually, yeah, nothing of the election day vote being reported yet. I mean, they could have a map or something like that, but no. Nothing. Okay, now we have a precinct. Look at this in Rowan. In Rowan County, we do have a precinct reported. Pretty interesting. But we don't know how that election day vote is being right now reported. So pretty, I would say, not so great. Now we just got more votes now. The lead just shrunk slightly for Marsha Blackburn now. The lead is down to 10.6. And we're still waiting for... We do have now a bit of suburban Nashville. We have Wilson County going by 5 for John Rose. So Robinson now going by 2. And also we have Trollsdale. Now he got more votes. The margin just went up by 0.2 now again. 4 very competitive. Very competitive. Them wants to flip them. They are being watched. Yeah, we'll see about that. I mean, if I have time, I promise I will. When this race, at least when this gets decided, it's not over as well, this race. And yeah, still nothing new from those races. We're still waiting for Knox County there. 18 people again. Let's go to 30. Let's go to 40. I think we can do that, certainly. I'm just here checking. And yeah, nothing there. So yeah, guys, don't forget to leave a like. We're only 6 likes in the live stream. I think that's not possible. I mean, 17 people, so I mean, it should be more than 10 likes at least. And 72,000 here. Let's just update this. Maybe we have something now. Yeah, they actually are delayed, I would say. And now finally Decision Desk added more stuff, but still they're very much delayed. Also, the governor, they only have... Actually, they have more. Yeah, they have much more stuff here. Look at this. They are now at 37% of the vote at 115,000 to 85. The lead is 11 points, basically. And pretty interesting what we're getting here. In the... Okay, I'm just here trying to... Okay, nothing special. In the Democratic side, 70-16 in the Republican side. And Marsha Blackburn now getting 44. So now they actually reported a lot in Decision Desk. I don't know where to find this. But yeah, they're now reporting a lot. We do have some counties that are all the way in, like a lot of them actually. Look at this, a lot of them here in the smaller counties, actually next to the border with North Carolina. Bill E just endorsed Ogle's opponent. I mean, no, you mean the okay, Charlie Hatcher, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, doesn't matter now endorsing somebody because the election is already over, so we need to count the votes actually. So He should be endorsing before, not now. But now, yeah, it's still nothing. 74 now. 68 here. How can decision that has now 115,000, whereas now the New York Times is only getting 74 and the official website is only getting 68? Pretty crazy, guys. And yeah, pretty interesting that we don't have nothing from Memphis, nothing from Nashville, nothing from Knoxville, nothing from Chattanooga, which are the biggest cities. And we have Fritz winning Rowan, and also Lewis. And now we have 20 people again watching. That's fantastic, guys. Don't forget, subscribe, leave a like down below. Now I have 7 likes. Let's go there. I mean, this week, okay, man, it makes more sense. It's stupid to endorse somebody after polls close. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I mean, we're doing great. I think we're getting this race pretty. We're like 37 minutes already, and I mean, you can check my videos. I have a video that I made yesterday about the governor elections. They'll have this year, and also I made a video, 4 minutes video. It's very short about what the Abdul El-Sayed win in Michigan really meant for the future of the Democratic Party, and also what it means for the future of I'm not only for the Democratic Party but also for politics itself. So pretty interesting video, I would say. And now we have 8 likes, so not so bad. Let's go, guys. Only 3 subscribers away from 730, so I think we can do that. And maybe in a very great live stream if we can do that as well. 750 subscribers today. It's not impossible, guys, so let's go. And also, if you can, help me with a super chat. Make sure to continue to support my work, because I want to continue with this coverage, with this unbiased coverage. This is my point of the channel, not to be biased towards any party, and I plan to continue on doing that. I think it would be much easier if I stick to one party, if I support Republicans or the Democrats, but I won't be doing that because I really value independence, and that's the point of the channels since I started, basically. And I started basically also a year and a month ago, and I did everything like that since I started as well. Now 23 people watching, fantastic. Let me just do here something. Okay, I'm just here trying to register some of the margins we're getting, because then I want to compare with the election day vote. That's actually important. I have 9 likes. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's go here again. Now the margin is 71 to, yeah, actually you can check it here. So the margin is like 10 points, 10.3 points. The margin is closer, actually. It will be very interesting to check Nashville when we get the votes there. So far, still waiting for them. Now we got also a Cannon County. I think we got it. Now it's 42-29. We also got the DeKalb County. We have DeKalb County in Georgia, but this is not Georgia. The DeKalb County in Georgia is very Democratic. It's like 80% plus Democratic. And this is a Republican county, of course, next to Nashville. And still nothing in Knoxville, nothing in Chattanooga. So pretty interesting now. They actually removed votes, the decision desk. Look at this. I know, I'm not so sure what they're doing, to be honest, but they actually removed votes, so pretty interesting what's happening here. Now we're at 75-56 in the official website. Just got more votes here now. The margin is down. Now it's 9.9, so the margin is below 10 for the first time for a long time, actually. Now we're at 728 subscribers. That's amazing, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. It has been amazing. This live stream already won like 5 or so subscribers. I think we can double that, to be honest. And 23%, so ways to go, certainly. Now we're waiting for the election day vote. 40 minutes since polls closed. They're counting pretty fast, I would say. Of course, they basically only released the early in-person votes. We're basically already counted, so nothing too special. Now the fourth, look at this, 69, 39. This is still competitive here in the Democratic primary, and still a long way to go. In the fifth, now look at this, we got more votes, 24% now, and it's so close, only 3 points. This will be a dead heat until the end, I would say. 24% of the vote is in, and 49, 44, 48, 46, 53, so it's only the early vote, so we don't have nothing from election day. I'm not so sure if we do have in the governor's side. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, 62%. This could have some precincts, to be honest, but it's not a lot of election day. Now the lead is down to 9.8. It continues to go down. Rutherford and Wilmington counties will also have huge GOP vote shares, probably more than Nashville since it's mostly blue. Yeah, that's probably true as well. The suburban Nashville, suburban Memphis, suburban Knoxville might have more votes than not Knoxville, to be honest. I mean, Knoxville probably will have more votes than the rest, but suburban Nashville and suburban Memphis will have more votes than Memphis and Nashville itself. And the far right or EC establishment ain't hence Tennessee so red would think the farthest right would win. I mean, maybe we'll have to wait now. I mean, he was backed by President Trump, so I mean, but look at this. But he's has run backlash even within his own party for his anti-immigrant and anti-Muslim rhetoric. So he's even more radical than what like most of the Republican Party right now is. So that's really remarkable. I mean, not as a compliment, not as something good. I mean, he's being broadly now defeated in the primary, so that's not certainly not good for him. There, 25%. Still ways to go now. Just got more votes. The margin now 9.9. Still waiting for more to come. And also, yeah, now we're 9 likes. Let's go, guys. Only one away. Just 10 now. We just got more votes again. And 26% now of the vote. Still waiting for Memphis, still waiting for Nashville, still waiting for Knoxville. So, I mean, still waiting for a lot of votes there. Even though it's not very significant on the Republican side. Williamson, of course, and Root 4, those are higher. If you put those together, it's higher than Davidson. And actually, the big county here is Knox. I think that will be the highest. Red. I'm not sure. Let me just right here. Red Fritz has into the election as the more far-right candidate. Yeah, he's winning 3 counties right now. Rowan, Scott, and also Lewis. I mean, if he's the most far-right candidate, President Trump didn't endorse anybody here, maybe. But that will be interesting to watch the election about. He might go over 25 right now, 24.3, so we'll see about that. Move here to this, still at 81,000, now 85 here. They don't have the breakdown for some reason. And here, in now the odds, Polymarket has at 87 for Andy Ogles, and Kolsch has at 67, so still more of the same thing. Nothing special there. The Democrats, I mean, pretty united around Jerry Green, only Fayette County voting for Comida Atwater, so not really competition there. Now look at this, we just got more votes now, 31%, it's still 3 points, so pretty close, guys. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, leave a like down below, send me a super chat if you can, and now look at this, 31%, it's 3 points, 22,000, so there are still like 40,000 votes to go. And now where are those votes? Because it's really important. As you can see here, Williamson County has a big portion of the remaining votes, like 50% of the remaining votes will be coming from Williamson County. And we don't know if that county is voting for Charlie Hatcher or Andy Ogles. So pretty undefined this election, to be honest. And here in the Democratic side, Chas Mulder right now getting 45, probably getting for the win. But very interesting map. We have like 4 candidates getting wins in the map, so pretty funny. Also, in the 9th right now, look at this. So 41 here, and here 65. So 5,000 to 22,000. We're still waiting for Memphis, which is in the Democratic side. It's the largest with 32,000 votes there expected. And now here in the governor side now, the margin is 9.4, actually. 9.4 the margin. And we're still expecting Nashville, still expecting Chattanooga, also Knoxville and Memphis. We're still waiting for that. Now I have 24 people watching. That's a new record for this live stream, so thank you so much for that. And let's go to 10 likes, guys. I think we can do that. And don't forget to subscribe. Only 2 away until 730, so I think we can do that as well. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave me a like, and also send me a super chat if you can, because that will help the channel grow even faster, have more videos, have more content. I expect during the midterms, as soon as the early vote starts, I mean mid-September, to have daily videos of turnout updates, of model updates, of actually trying to divine what will happen in November. I did that basically last November in Virginia, New Jersey, and I was able to divine quite well the winner. I only failed the race, I mean, because of the simple fact that nobody was expecting my Rs to lose in the Attorney General race in Virginia. and I lost that one out because of the scandals around J. Jones and all of that stuff. But still, I mean, it was an okay job, I would say. I'm doing much better this year, at least I expect to do much better, and that'll be my main goal, at least to predict, and I'll be making a big video the day before the midterms to predict, I would say, at least most of the senatorial races and also most of the House races. That's my goal, of course. And yeah, right now the Senate for me it's 50-50, and the House is like 225, 210 for the Democrats, but it's really, really competitive. So right now, still waiting for votes here. We do have Grenier. Look at this around Nashville. So if John Rose is doing so well in this particular region, he might do well as well in Smith and also Macon, and he might do well as well in Nashville and Williamson and Rutherford. He might. Not really sure if he will, but at least he's part of the district he represented, so he might be correlated there. So now, yeah, 95,000 to 73,000. It's 9 points basically separating both now. So pretty interesting now what we're seeing here. Just trying here to... Let's go, guys. 9 likes, still waiting here for the 10th like. Let's go. And I want to know, are you from Tennessee? If you're watching the live stream right now, are you from Tennessee? That is a big question. I mean, most of you sometimes are not from the state, so I'm covering the elections, like in Michigan, for example. But still, I mean, I want to know whether you are from Tennessee or not. Now I have 25 people watching. That's fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. It has been amazing. My theory since last year, let me just read the comment. Since last year, the Republicans should be most scared of Dan Osborne. He can see where Dem's votes come from, but as independent, he can gain anywhere from the state as proved. Actually, he run for Senate 2 years ago, so we can know, like, divine at least where he's getting the votes. And he will get a larger share of the vote, at least from what Democrats usually get in the more rural areas. I think he will do better there, of course. But still, no, not from Tennessee. Yeah, I suspected. And we'll see about that. Dan Osborne will do very, very great in Omaha. That's the capital of... I'm sorry, not the capital. The biggest city in Nebraska. Don't kill me. And yeah, he'll do great there. And we'll see whether he can improve in those places. I think he will improve. The question is, will he improve that much in order to win the race? I'm not really sure. I don't think so, because it's not really easy. Nebraska is a red state, and even though it's now much more divisive, I would say, because of the Omaha growth, the suburban growth around Omaha, like for example the second congressional district in Nebraska that was so competitive, and it's still competitive right now, but Harris expanded the margin, and when you go like I would say 10 years ago, it was so Republican. Now it's turning to be more Democratic. I'm sorry. I think Senate goes through Alaska and Nebraska and Texas. Maybe it also cannot Ohio and Michigan, especially Michigan, because Michigan is so important. I'm not so sure if the Democrats are able to win Michigan, and if that is the case because of Abdul Sayed, they might be in trouble for the general election there. I'm not really sure if they can win Michigan, and if that is the case, it might be over for Democrats overall, but that is no guarantee of that happening. We still have a long way to go. Then we can analyze early vote enthusiasm in Detroit, because it'll be crucial for Abdul Said to win Detroit by a huge, huge number. I mean, as you know, Detroit is the base of any Democratic victory, and if the Democrats don't deliver in Detroit, there will be the word that starts with an F. You know that, because Detroit is like 18% plus of the population of Michigan, and if they don't deliver there, they will be getting destroyed elsewhere. And college towns are not enough for Abdul Said to win the general election. They are enough to win the primary, because he gets like 75-80% in those places, but he's not enough to win the general because he'll getting destroyed elsewhere. Very important as well. I think wins Michigan. I think also Maine and New Hampshire. One of them should be word. Or New Hampshire, exactly. Maine. We'll see about Maine. I think it's easier for Democrats to win Maine than Michigan right now, to be honest. And look at it, Smith County now, 64%, not so bad. We're still waiting for these 3 counties here to report. Still nothing in Knoxville, still nothing in Memphis, still nothing in Chattanooga. So still waiting for the same ones to report. And now 30% of the vote, guys. And the lead is 9. Really 9. Yeah, I'm not really sure if New Hampshire is in trouble, even though the Republican candidate is quite good in uh, in New Hampshire. I'm not really sure if that will be enough to overcome a Democratic wave in New Hampshire. New Hampshire also state has been trending apart from 2024, it has been trending Democratic because of many possible ideas. I mean, like Trump did not do so well in the suburbs like most Republicans did. You can see that in Virginia, for example, in Prince William, in Fairfax, in Loudoun counties. And I mean, it's basically the way it is now. We have 25 people, guys. Make sure to subscribe. I'll say it as well because it's so important, guys. We have like 20 plus people there watching. If those 20 plus people subscribe, we can reach 740 or even higher, even maybe 750 as well. And yeah, 42.7, 33.4. I'm sorry, I was just drinking water and my voice came a little bit weird. Let's check here the precincts, whether we have votes or not. We do have here some precincts in Bradley, as you can see here. 7 of 18. Campbell, 3 of 21. We have everything reported in Canon. So I'm very looking forward to when we have the votes from like Nashville or Knoxville or Chattanooga. I will be taking a screenshot and I will compare how they're doing after the election they vote and before to see who's benefiting from that, because right now I'm not really sure about that. So yeah, let me just read the comment there. Dems can win Michigan. I can't even remember our senator in Michigan. Detroit will vote for Abdul. They just thought Haley was a safer bet. Oakland may not. Large Jewish population there. I mean, I'm not saying they cannot win, and that's not what I said. I said it's probably still likely. Not likely, I would say that's still possible for them to win. I'm not saying they won't win. I'm just saying it was harder after that night because Abdul Said did much poorly than most people thought. I mean, and that's a low enthusiasm in the primary overall because he did not win by 10 points or something. I even saw a poll giving him 20 points lead, and it was within a point. So a very divisive primary in Michigan. And in Detroit, turnout will be crucial. We'll be talking about that when we get to the early vote during the midterms. It will be amazing, guys. I mean, I will do my best, and I mean, make sure to join our Discord. I'll send here the link because make sure to join the Discord we do have because we'll be like seeing that the turnout, analyzing races, and you can discuss with me specific race. You can join there. And we right now have 5 people. Let's go to 10. Let's go to 20. Let's go to more people there. The reason why I picked Senate control is that Alaska, Nebraska, and Texas before Ohio or Iowa is due those states already have major elections every year. Yeah, that's also true, but we'll wait for that. It'll be interesting to wait. Are there any other Thursday statewide elections? I find a Thursday primary weird. Maybe only Tennessee. No, we do have elections on Thursdays. Maybe special elections in New Jersey. We got them. We got it for the New Jersey 11th when Analila Mejia won. Like not a long time ago. I think it was in May or something like that. So we do have something. We do have sometimes those general elections in a Thursday, but it's not very common now. We have 27 people now watching, guys. Please subscribe, leave a like. We're still at 9 likes. I don't know what the hell is happening with the live stream. We're still at 9 likes, so guys, yeah, don't forget to leave a like. Now we're 28 people, so don't forget to leave a like in the live stream. We're still at 9. Let's go to 15. Let's go to 20. I think we can do that. And also, let's go to 730 at least. We're still at 728, so let's go. Now we got another update here in the New York Times. 33%, and now the lead is 9 points. It's less than 9 actually, it's 8.8. So we'll be waiting here for a win. And right now we cannot project anything. Look at this. It's so beautiful to actually see all of the yellow together around Nashville. Look at this. Now the lead is still the same. 24 for Monty Fritz. Just read that comment, the new comment that we got right now. And if there was the biggest upset of, say, if Trump is really doing bad, then say no one cares, it falls would be Idaho, but that happens if Trump really fumbles. Yeah, that really is far-fetched, I would say. I mean, to get Idaho there, it's probably not the most likely scenario. And now we have 30 people watching, so not triple digits, but it's, I mean, I wish it was triple digits. And yeah, 30 people watching, not so bad. Not really so bad. It's really great, actually. But let's go, guys. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, leave a like down below. We'll have a lot of content starting from mid-September. So in a month from now, we'll have even more content, daily videos about the midterms. And if you want really not to miss anything, this will be so important for you guys to really understand what's happening. I'll make sure that you have the correct information. Let me just start a poll here about Tennessee. I want to know whether you are from Tennessee or not, because that will be interesting just to check how many of you are from Tennessee and how many are not. So are you from Tennessee? And I want to know whether you are from Tennessee or not. Maybe most of you aren't from Tennessee, but we'll see about that. So right now, 42.8, 33.5, 36%, and we're still waiting for this. Now finally we got Hamilton County's Chattanooga. Let's go there. I just take a print now. I just now took a print, and let's compare after we get more votes in Chattanooga. That's the early in-person votes. Marsha Blackburn above 50, so a big dump for her there. The question will be Memphis and Nashville. I'm very looking forward to see Nashville. Now we just got Rutherford. Again, not the best. Not the best. Also a big county there. Not the best for John Rose there. I can tell you that. I did math. For instance, in one West Virginia Senate race, Republicans just need to undervote before Trump comes in, and Dems vote max. We can come in and the race, I think, get to R plus 12. But still, R plus 12 is not it's still a win, and it's still a likely win. The votes would come to independents and not voted. Yeah, maybe. Guys, we're still at 9 likes. I don't know what's happening. So, yeah, please leave a like in the live stream. That's really, really important. And to show to YouTube that you're liking the content and you want to get promoted even more. And 36% now, almost 300,000. So we're basically expecting almost 1 million votes. That's not so... Actually, it will be like 800,000, but not so bad, actually. Look at this. 35% now. 4 points. So he continues to increase the margin here. Very, very interesting. We're still expecting Williamson County to report, and that'll be big. That'll be 17,000, which right now it's mostly... And now we gained another subscriber, so 729. That's amazing. Guys, continue like that. I'm liking, really. And we'll have a new video tomorrow, maybe. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe on Sunday, because tomorrow we usually have videos on Friday, but because we're having the live stream today, we won't have video tomorrow. I mean, I think it's understandable, and I'm pretty tired as well, so, you know, please keep an eye on Tennessee District 27. Yeah, I mean, we can keep an eye on that. Are you mentioning for the House or for the Senate? State House or State Senate? I think we, just to know, because right now, yeah, it's uncontested, so it might be for the State House, yeah. Look at this. You're really talking about this? Let's go there. So let's go to Tennessee. Maybe I can go here to... So Tennessee now. State House 27th. Look at this. Let's go there. And you're talking about this race here? Michelle Renault and Tony Hollander? Yeah, it's this one. And now we're at 70% of the vote in. And it's a 17 points win for... It looks like the incumbent will hold. Be honest. It's next. Yeah, next is Chattanooga. Chattanooga there. And the lead here. So we have already 2 counties completed. Not so bad, actually. And the lead seems to be stable at 9 points. Yeah, if you want to know in a specific election, if you want me to be at least trying to understand what's happening in that election, please tell me. And the election you won, like State House, State Senate, and that specific district, because I don't know the districts, to be honest. I know the races; they're very local issues, and I'm not really focused on those. But I still, if you want me to check, I'll be very happy to do so. So. Yeah, now I have finally 10 likes, but still not the best, guys. We have like 20 plus people there, and still the same, still at 10 likes. I think that's not really understandable. I think we can do much better than that. And also the average view duration in the live stream is amazing, I must tell you. And yeah, 42.8, 33.5, 36% of vote in. Let's go here to the 4th now. I don't know why I'm following this. Okay, because the Democrats' primary. I will just close this one out, doesn't matter. So now, yeah, 41.5 here and 65 here. So Justin Pearson will probably win this. Right now, winning every county so far. And this is what N. Cruz says on X. Let me just read that. Republicans are only leading the votes for Knox County, Trump plus 20 in Hamilton County. Chattanooga, yeah, Trump plus 13 by mayor by 6 points and 3 points respectively. Yes, that is bad. But remember something, we're still waiting for the election day vote. That 6 points could be like 10 or even 12 or even 14, and that probably will be better for Republicans. I can guarantee you that. I cannot guarantee the exact margin, but I can guarantee that will be better. Now, we have 32 people now watching. That's fantastic. So, I'm going to continue to beat more records in this live stream. Of course, not a record for the channel. Record for the channel is 220 people. And curious, it was still in Tennessee. It was in Tennessee in this last December. We got a lot of people because of the fact that we covered here special election in the 7th, I think it was in 7th congressional district. I'm giving just info to keep your eyes on. Yeah, I really thank you about that. I mean, it's great to really watch those places and to watch the swing happening, but still we have to wait until everything is counted, and that probably will be better for Republicans. The question is by how much, and if turnout is down or not in the election vote. That probably will matter as well. Right now I have 9 votes, and most of you are actually from Tennessee, so 56 to 44. Very interesting. And yeah, let's go here again to the governor now. We have, okay, now I have Knoxville, finally. Let me just take a print again, just to make sure I have it here. So still 52, Chattanooga still at 36. And now Knoxville 49-29, so a 18th district is supposed to be closed. Let's go there. What's happening in the 18th? I don't think we have votes. Look at this. I don't think we're having votes, but I think I can go here as well. So I'm gonna close this one out because it's already done. I mean, Michelle Bruno is going to win there, incumbent. Let's move here to Tennessee again. So you're mentioning the what, 17th, 18th? I'm sorry, 18th here. So right now, this is the 18th, and I think you were mentioning in the state house exactly. So look at this right now. Ellen Davis winning. I think was this race that you were talking about? But look at this right now. 30 points, not even competitive. Let's go back here to the governor prime. Now we just got another 61, 63. So it seems like Memphis will be great for Marsha Blackburn. And Rutherford now still at 52, so nothing new there. Still waiting now for Memphis, Shelby, and Davidson. Turnout is huge for Republicans right now, but they're still waiting for Memphis to report. Okay, now here's still 4 points now. 12 likes now. Yeah, she really crushed it. Yeah, it did. And yeah, guys, please don't forget, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also, if you can send me a super chat, that'll be amazing, I would say. I really would say that to you. It'll be amazing. I mean, for at least right now, I think over 2 weeks ago that I received my last super chat. So that will be something if you can do that for me today, at least to support my work here. These are the races, if you can find them, that them's want to flip. I mean, I can see that maybe you're talking about Knoxville and Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton is Chattanooga. Okay. Maybe I can go here to decision desk just to check if they have here the races. So we have here some Supreme Court races. Look at this. To retain, but yeah, most of the retentions usually they go all the way. Yeah, everything is going yes by more than 70%. So just kind of a curiosity there. You have also the Court of Appeals, 74, 56. I'm not sure what's happening here, to be honest. I think this is a bit weird. 74, So 74, so everybody's getting retention there. So Benton County, yeah, maybe you have here these county commissioners that you're talking about. City of Algood. We have a lot of mayors as well. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't have really time to be checking everything, but yeah. Right now, the odds, look at this. Charlie Hutcher now getting 92%, and in Colchi 93. So, yeah, prediction markets are really bad sometimes at predicting stuff, because you can see here exactly what I mean. 92% for August, and now, not even an hour ago, right now it's 91% for the opposite direction, so pretty interesting what's happening. Now we just got more votes here, 36% the vote in, 52.1, 47.9, so it continues to go up. Yeah, Decision Desk, maybe it has all of those races. So I'll just be adding here. So let's go, guys. I added there the subscription count. So I mean, only 11 away. I think we can reach 740, considering the live stream has like 1 hour, 2 hours. So I think we can do that. Just got more votes here, 150,000 right now. Actually, here it says 157,000. So do you have Knox County School Board results? I mean, the problem is, maybe I do, maybe I don't. And where is that? Tennessee here. The big is Ovogle's going down. He lost his home area. I need to check first this, and then I will answer that. So where is that? Can we like search for names? We cannot actually, and that is school board results. So school board for what county? For Knox County. So this is Wilson. This is Wilson and Union and all that stuff. So okay, Sumter, Shelby. Also have Shelby here. Rutherford, Putin. So where is, okay, this is by alphabetical order, at least that. Montgomery. Okay, and okay, Knox County. Which one do you want to actually check? So we have a lot of them actually, county Board of Education. So which one do you want me to check? So maybe I can check this one just for example. Look at this. This one is going Democratic. And let me just, okay, I can open. I don't need to open actually. I can just click. Okay, much better actually. So, but you can see here exactly what I mean. So we have one going Democratic right now by 6. It's kind of competitive. The other one is going by 17 Republican. Then this is going by 39 Republican. It's going by 50 something from Democratic. It's going by very competitive actually. Going Democratic right now. And that's basically what it is right now. Right now I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 Democrats and 2 Republicans. So it's mostly actually seeing a pickup for the Democrats, considering what you're saying there. So let me just close this thing. It does. Now we just got more votes again. Now we're at 167,000 actually. So let me just check this. One pickup right now for the Democrats. At least if this continues. Of course, it doesn't mean it will continue. We'll have a long way to go, but it's only if it continues like that. Look at this now. We just got more votes now. 38%. Now we have 730 subscribers. That's great. That's great, of course. Let me just do here something. If she wins, you probably get a Senate special. Yeah, maybe. Actually, not maybe. Of course, we'll get that. Knox. Okay, very interesting. Granier is still voting right now for John Rose, but we still don't have Nashville. We still don't have Memphis. So the two biggest Democratic cities, we're still right now waiting for them. $29 people there watching. Amazing. I'm just here trying to. Okay, now I just got more votes. Look at this, 43.2, 32.6 now. Monty Fritz at 24.1 now, 46%. Moreau, I'm sorry, the highest of now. Knox County is the largest, also Hamilton there. Still nothing new here. So yeah, still a long way to go in terms of projections here. Actually, 29% the Democratic side. In terms of the election report now, 173,000, 131,000. So 43.3, still the same thing. Let's go open this just to check if they have more votes than we do. Actually, it's mostly the same thing. And yeah, let me check the poll here. I started before now. Are from Tennessee, so 58% of people say that they're not from Tennessee, which is understandable. I mean, considering, everything. So I got info from VoteHub, Knox County Mayor General, 50% reported, Betsy Henderson, 53%. So, Donald Trump won by 20, now it's going by 6, but that'll probably go by 10 or even more than that, considering the election vote is still yet to come. So it will be a swing of like 8, 10 points, which is not so bad actually, but it will be a swing of 8 to 10, not 14 as it is right now. I can guarantee you that the election vote will be much better for the Republicans, as it usually is, like every time we have elections. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll say it again. We have 26 people there. We just need 20 to subscribe, and now we can reach 750. So, for sure, I think we can do that. Now, 49% of the vote, 172,000, 130,000. Actually, here it's 174,000, as you can see. Now we got another county. We got Wilmington now. Look at this, Wilmington now going by 12. So another not so great news for the John Rose's campaign now. 36 in Hamilton. So we're still waiting for the election vote in all of those places. Now Moreau flipped. So Monty Fritz is doing better in the election vote. As I also said before, that was the most likely scenario, and actually it is going right now, unless he's very young or suburban loss from education. We'll see about that. Let me just okay right now. So Decision Desk HQ projects that in the 9th we're going to see Brent Taylor winning the primary there, which makes sense to be honest. Get the projection, even though to be even more conservative. Actually, yeah, I won't be waiting for Shelby. They waited for Williamson, and now we got Williamson. And now we also got Williamson here. Look at this. Charlie Hatcher is winning there. So, yeah, he will win. We can now project that Charlie Hatcher will be the nominee in the 5th Congressional District. Because look at this. He's doing great in Williamson. And the only places we still have left in to report are Memphis, really. 10,000 in those two places, and it's like 20% of remaining votes, so I would say it's mostly guaranteed there. 8 of 92 precincts, so there's still ways to go. So that's 13 points, and now it's going by 2.6, so again, 11 points probably will be like something like 6 to 8, like it was, or I'm sorry, like it will be also in the other counties. So the swing is mostly the same. Now I have 6 of the 95 counties already completed. That's great. I have 27 people watching now, 14 likes. Let's go to 20. I think we can do that. Vote Hub says they're showing the school board elections if check. I mean, I can check Vote Hub, but I'm not sure if they. I don't think they have here anything, to be honest. I'm not really sure about that. Now 44-29. I mean, Brenton Taylor will win this as well in the Republican primary. Yeah, he's doing good in Wilmington, and we still have a long way to go there. The Democratic side, of course, Jesse Pearson. I don't know why they didn't project this. Sometimes they take a lot of time to project stuff. Now 28 people again watching. Fantastic. Now we just got more votes here. 178 to 98. And look at this. Monty Fridge now 24. So continues to gain and gain. Right now in the places. Okay, Knox County we got some of the. I'm sorry, we got some of the. This is important, guys. And right now it's still the same. No, it's not the same now. Look at this. Guys, very important. Knox County, we got some of the election day votes. Last time, when we saw the early in-person vote, we got 49, 49, 29, 22, and now it's 49, 30, 21. So, seems like that John Rose is doing better than what he was doing in the early in-person voting. That doesn't mean it will be like that, but right now it seems like he's doing better, at least in Knox County. Chattanooga is still at the same point. Still nothing in Nashville, still nothing in Ridgeford and Wilmington, but at least they posted, they are showing the website with new graphics showing who will control the boards. I mean, I'm not really sure about that. Let me check that again. Yeah, but I cannot really check that part. I mean, I'm really in their website and I don't see anything about that. Well, maybe I can try it again, but still. Yeah, I don't have here anything. Yeah, but it will be fun to watch. I mean, maybe we can watch it as well, but yeah, we can watch it as well. So let's go here. Let's just open here. Maybe I can watch it as well. So just because people are curious to actually check who's going to win there, let me just open here Tennessee, and let's open. I think it's the 8th or something like that, or the 7th. No, it's actually. Okay, now you can check it here. So the 4th now, it's going by 8, and the 6th now is going by 17. Is going. Maybe we can open everything, and it's still the same thing now. It's still so the results are still the same. We're still waiting for more votes to be projected here, or at least to be counted. And now still nothing there. 189,000 now, 43%. So it's going down now. Almost below 43 now. The margin is 10 points to be exact. And still waiting for votes there. Still waiting for Memphis. Still waiting for Nashville. They take a lot of time to count the votes there. Yeah, I think John Rose is doing slightly better when it comes to election day vote. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but he's doing slightly better now. 56% in this race. The lead is 2,000 votes. It continues to escalate even more now. And yeah, guys, I will ask you again. We 16 likes now. If you can subscribe, it helps really, really a lot. I will ask you again because it's so important. I think we can certainly do. You can certainly do that. Because right now I'm watching here and I know that 64% of you are not subscribed. So, I mean, if you are not subscribed, I mean, come on, what are you doing? I think you can certainly subscribe. That really is easy. It doesn't cost you, and it really helps. From Zachary, Democrats currently leading enough districts to flip control of the Knox County School Board. GOP is looking to erase single-digit deficits in District 4 and 9. Yeah, that's the district I was showing later. It's the 4th. I will just close this one because it doesn't matter. and the 9. So I think it's possible to at least flip this one, the 9. I mean, it's not impossible, I would say. The 9 and the 4th. I think it's possible. I mean, 9 points is probably harder, but I mean, 5 points is literally not really that difficult, I would say. Now we are at 190,000 votes. 10 count is already finished. So we continue here. And 27 people again, 17 likes. Not so bad, guys. Really good. Yeah, but Democrats right now are leading in enough districts, but they're not projected. So, I mean, please, it's very important to actually understand what's happening. They just need to flip one of either the 4th or the 9th, and then the Democrats will actually lose what they're leading right now. So, I mean, emphasize on leading right now. Emphasize on right now, because right now it's not at the end of the day, and we still have to wait more to actually see what's happening at the end of the day. Right now, I can, let me just, okay, now I got Nashville, look at this. 43.1, very competitive between both. We got Nashville finally. So Davidson County right now, it's very small in the Republican side, but in the Democratic side, it's quite big. So let's just compare here the Democrats. So they're getting 36,000, and here we're not even getting, we're getting 16,000. So they're doubling. So there's like 66% Democratic. Here is still the same, yeah, but I think it's very easy to overcome a 5 points deficit. A 9 it's harder, of course, but I think 5 it's certainly possible. Now we're at 29 people, so let's go, guys. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like down below. Let's go to at least 740 tonight. I think we can do that. Only 10 away. Yeah, still nothing from Vote Hub. I'm watching as well what they have to say. Always interesting to check what other people are saying. Okay, and okay, not so bad actually. Trying here just to check something. Yeah, nothing special. Let's go back to Tennessee now. 43.0 now. The lead is 9.7. And we continue to wait for more. Knoxville now is still at 59. Chattanooga at 38. So I think we got more in Chattanooga, which is Hamilton County exactly. But the percentage is still the same. I have 30 people again, guys. Let's go. Thank you so much for all the support. It has been amazing, to be honest, but I think we can certainly do better now. The super chat is really what we're missing right now, but I think we can do that still. We still have time. We're still missing 1, 2, 3 counties to report any single vote. Van Buren, Morgan, and of course Shelby County. Biggest county in the state of Tennessee. Now 9th. And look at this. 58% of the vote now. The margin increased now to 5 points. And the margin continues to increase here. We're still waiting for Shelby. And when Shelby comes in, and also the rest in Wilmington, that'll be a huge portion of what is missing. So now we got Hamilton. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, now final decision as projects. Projects, as you can see here, Marsha Blackburn to be the nominee. So yeah, nothing unexpected. I mean, we already knew that was going to happen. At least right now, 10 points win, and the margins she's getting across the board, and even in these places here, very Republican places like, for example, Washington County, Greene County, all of those counties here, and all of this portion here in the more western part of the state. Now, 57%, almost 200,000 votes. Maybe it's already 200,000 here. Actually, it's not. But yeah, nothing too special. Guys, I will continue insisting. We're doing great tonight, but I think we can do slightly better. Marsha very lucky. I mean, it was a big win. 10 points. Almost 10 points, so now 200,000 finally. It was a big win there, nothing too special. Now, the margin increased again, 5.2 now, 60% of the vote, so we are almost there. They didn't project an incumbent being defeated here, but we already did. I already did a projection here. for you guys that are watching the live stream. That's why you really must follow, because usually I can do quicker projections than most of the media do, and actually I wasn't wrong, at least since I started this, and I hope not to be, because I still have a credibility to preserve. Probably two-way she loses. I mean, probably, but that doesn't matter. And what matters is that this was not two-way. And now look at this, still the same. Still the same in both. Okay, now look at this. Look at this. Now it's a point. Now it's a point. Now it's a point. So what I was saying, 5 points deficit is not hard. 4 points deficit already erased. So now we're only missing a point to be erased. And they're basically like, what, 1,000 votes? And here it's still the same point, it's still the 9 points, 8.5 actually. But as you see here, I think the Republicans will stay in the majority, even though it probably won't be a big majority, it will be like a one-seat majority, but still, I think it will still stay there. I cannot project this race when Bill Saulfield actually surpasses. If that happens, which probably will be the case, then I can project, of course. Now 45. I'm not sure why they didn't project the Republican primary here. And now here in the fifth, now we just got more votes, 62% actually, 48,000, 52.6, 47.4, and it continues to stay more or less the same now. I'm sorry now, but yeah, yeah, that is true there. So 17 likes, let's go guys. Don't forget to subscribe, I'll say it again, but I know I'm constantly saying the same thing, but it's so important. Sometimes you guys, you forget about that. You're watching the live stream, you're not liking the content, but you're not subscribing, so that's not really that great. Yeah, please don't forget about that, because it really helps. I don't know, I'm still not even at 1,000, and we need 1,000 to get monetized on YouTube, so you know that. I'm just trying here to, okay. So right now here, 297 actually, 204,000 now. So yeah, another county, Morgan County, Scott, and Moreau, another county now flipped. The margin is now bigger now. It's 3 points for Monty Fritz there. So still waiting for another report here. As you can see here, the turnout 184, 475. So turnout was much higher in the Republican primary, even though it was also much more competitive. It's got more votes here. Look at this. So Knox now is at 61. Let's compare here. So Knox at 61 now. And it was at 58 actually. Sorry, 59. It was 49, 30, 21. Now it's 49, 30, 22. So most of the same. Nothing changed there, to be honest. In Wilmington and Rutherford, still the same point. Okay, now we got votes in Hamilton. That's probably what we were saying there. 50, 33, 17. Okay, now it became worse for Marsha Blackburn, but still nothing too special. 480,000 now. Here now, almost 45%, and it's mostly, look at this. Brent Taylor is getting 81% in Fayette County portion of the 9th district. Look at 1,000 write-ins here. Fantastic. Do we know if the election day coming in yet? Yeah, election day is coming in yet for this election here is coming in yet already, because I mean it's very easy to know. They usually report the early in-person voting in a single batch, and then the other batches are the election day. So it's not very hard actually. So I would assume that is the election day. Yeah, guys, 30 people again. please subscribe, guys. We're now at what 260 views in live stream. Not so bad. That's really great. Let me just go here again now. We're at 42.9, 33.1, so it continues to be more or less the same. We are now back at 30 people at the same time. That's fantastic. And yeah, guys, you need to consider how tired I am. It's already now 2:30 a.m. for me, so it's really remarkable the work I'm putting here. But yeah, I mean, it's for the love of the game because I'm not really earning anything for doing this. And 52.6 here in the official apps, 206,000 actually. Okay, now finally, Associated Press called the race. Yeah, I mean, for me it's late. It's really late, but I managed to sleep 3 hours before I started the live stream, so it's better than nothing. And now we got Memphis. Look at this. Memphis right now, 62. Yeah, I'm in Europe. I'm in Portugal right now. So it's like 5 hours more than Eastern time right now. So 6 hours more than what it is in Tennessee right now. So yeah, Shelby County 62-26. It's not a surprise because when you go to Fayette County and Hardman, this was already above 60% right now. To see Shelby at a 60% plus, not really that big of the surprise, I would say. 53 in Davidson, 40% in Hamilton, 61 in Knox. Still no new update about the district in the County Board of Education here. So now we just got Memphis, that's why this jumped a lot. Yeah, I mean, Brent Teller already won this, and also in the Democratic primary, Justin Pearson also won that as well in the 5th here. Now we got the portion of Memphis, also going by 12, so there's nothing left. I mean, this is already over by a long time ago, but still. They didn't add here Memphis, it's pretty weird. Now we just got more votes, 516,000 actually now. So now we're at 731, so thank you so much for the new subscriber. That's so amazing. So here now, finally, they project Justin Pearson, and we're still waiting for Brent Taylor to be projected. I mean, it's pretty weird, and yeah, as you can see here now, this will be interesting to check the turnout. 35,000 and 50,000. So, I mean, turnout not the best for the Democrats here in the 5th here. Just to compare, 50,000 to 15,000. But they didn't add Memphis for some reason, so that's why turnout is so low in the Democratic side. Yeah, don't really focus on that. Turnout will be much better for the Democrats here. We're approaching 50,000 votes here in the Republican side. Just got more votes now. 63%. We'll be making a video on Florida turnout voting. Maybe next week, like before the primary. And then I will also talk about the other primaries that will have on the same day that Florida has its primary, because we still have primaries next week before Florida. And right now, I mean, I think I can go here. Wait a minute. So right now, we have a Y. I mean, sometimes nobody cares about a Y, but I'll be here as well. On Saturday about a Y's primary, we have their competitive race here in the first. Look at this. So basically, not incumbent being challenged. So very funny. And also we have Tuesday, August 11th. So we have Minnesota, Wisconsin, the race in Wisconsin that was mentioned. It's so important. Connecticut, Vermont, South Carolina, Alabama. Now we have Florida and many other states. But which race this is in Pennsylvania? So it has 12. Not so bad. That's why I'll be actually, what is the syntax? So mayor, okay. Look at this in November. We're waiting for November, November 3rd. Then after September, as you know here, the last primer is in Delaware. And then we have a lot of weeks without primers, of course, because it ends. But this will be very interesting because we'll have the early voting starting in Florida and Virginia. I think it's Virginia is the first state to get its early voting starting. And we'll have it really here a lot of videos, like mostly every day. I would say that we can do it every day. That will be very good. I would say. Look at this. Abdul's L side was 53.39. It was not L side plus 13. It was plus 1. I think it was not even 1, to be honest. Pretty crazy. Now, one of my friends will be voting for a first prime in that state and their family. That's fantastic. Yeah, we already got 650,000 votes in Florida, considering the mail-in vote and also the early in-person voting. So yeah, a lot of votes already in. 60% now here, 542,000. Look at this, now almost 6 points. So it's not even going to be close, as you can see here. And most of the votes are actually here, and the margin is actually higher than what it is right now. So pretty interesting, the fact that this is not even competitive. Here in the Democratic side also, actually I cannot project this because, I mean, this is not very competitive here, but the margin is 3,000 votes, and Thatcher called. Thatcher? What do you mean by that? Where is Thatcher? Okay, look at this. Look at this now. So I can project, and of course, Bill Solfeld will win this. So right now, yeah, Hamilton and Knox County, as you can see here, he just flipped. Ah, Hatcher, okay, not Thatcher. Look at this. Tennessee now, it flipped. And now I'll say something like very arrogantly, I will say something now. So who was right after all? Who said that the election day vote would benefit the Republicans? And of course, that was the case. I mean, Hatcher called, and yeah, we already called that thing like 10 minutes ago or something like that. It's a vote. Yeah, it's one vote, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it will expand the lead. It is not a vote. It's going to be much, much bigger than that. It'll be probably like 5 or, not 5 points, maybe it'll be less than that, but at least 2, 3 points, I think that will be the margin. Look at the bubble is so big for a vote that vote is really important. Sometimes people say, "Oh, no, your vote doesn't matter because it's so many votes," but it actually matters. Even though the margin, the final margin, will not be one vote. But yeah, it is great. It is interesting, to be honest. It is interesting, and here we're still waiting for more votes being reported here. For some reason, they're still waiting here. But yeah, very interesting. So they will stay with the majority in that specific county board of education there. We just read the comment now. Parts of my family that usually sit out in California also due to also that due to a political or with are voting due to the issues of groceries and corruption. Nice, two were Trump voters, two are new voters. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, always great to have more people voting. And I mean, it's really important now. 550,000, 67%, and John Rose now continues to go. Stay more or less the same. It's at 32% there, and 53 there. Knox now at 65. So there's still more election info to come in. So if you're considering this, and there's still at least like 3,000 votes or something, the Republicans will probably win this by 5 or even more. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not so sure about that. And right now, look at it, 71%, 53.1. So overall good for people voting, no matter. Yeah, it's always good. Now, let me just check here. Memphis 58, so nothing special. So right now, we're still waiting for some to get projected, like the 7th here. Look at this is the 7th. 28,000 here. Matt Van Apps, the one that won the special election. And 40%, yeah, but this is gone. I mean, doesn't matter. The margin will narrow for sure, percentage-wise, but doesn't matter. It is gone as well. The fifth, I already have that one open, yeah. And the fourth, I think we already talked about this one. Look at this. This is competitive here, the Democratic side. It can be competitive considering the remaining votes are here in Marion County and also here. Yeah, but I think Victoria Broderick will actually expand the lead now. So 43.8 continues to expand. So Hatcher got projected as he said. Look at this. The odds, I mean, the odds are crazy. I mean, during this night, I mean, this really shows that prediction markets are completely stupid sometimes. And they were actually. They were projecting something that never happened now. 556,000 now. 68%. So we're mostly done. So, I mean, 2 hours to actually get things done. Not so bad, I would say. Not really so bad at all. So, pretty nice. Guys, don't forget to leave a like in the live stream. We're now at 17, so 17 likes, almost at 20, so let's go to 20. Okay, still nothing there, still nothing here, still waiting here for more. And we'll just, okay, now we just got more votes here. Now the margin is exactly 11 points. Zachary says Dems are close in the mayor races, but depends on the election day. Yeah, I mean, if it depends on the election day, you know what direction will probably go. They need a miracle, and miracles are really hard to get, and I'm not really sure if they will get them. You know, if the election vote is, if the Democrats need to get a lead before the election vote comes in, because when the election vote comes in, you know the margin will narrow and sometimes it will flip. It's usually how it happens. So when I saw a 5 points margin, I knew that probably wouldn't be enough, and here it's 8, so it's slightly more. If this goes by 3, it might be enough, but this has more votes reported, so that's why I'm really I think this is impossible to flip, but still, it will be great to actually, if they can narrow for a Republican, it will be great if you can narrow that. In the fifth now, 6 points continues to be more or less the same. So Brent Teller got projected. I'll just close this thing here. Yeah, the margin 38. Yeah, it's probably gone here as well. So let's go here to the fourth. Now the margin it went up because we got votes from Rutherford County. So in Hamilton County right now, the Democrats took the lead according to VoteHub, but with 29 of the 92% reported, it might be a person from inside the city. It might be. It might be. It really might be. Guys, yeah, don't forget to leave a like. We're now at 17, so let's go to 20. And here's still nothing. Now we're up to 70% of the total vote now. This just okay. I think we're able to. Let me just check something before that. Yeah, we're able to project that Victoria Broderick will win the primary and will be the nominee for the Democrats in the 4th congressional district. She will go after Scott DeJarlis. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, to be honest. I'm sorry for that. So 47,000 to 24,000, so double the turnout for the Republicans. It's really, yeah, that was what I was mentioning before. Bill still has a chance. Yeah, but he's winning, and he will win. I mean, he has a chance because he's actually winning there. In terms of the remaining votes, let me just check here something before. Okay, actually not here. Here. I just want to check. So in terms of the remaining votes, you can go here. Look at this. There's still bubbles here. This is mostly, this is everything is in here, but there's still bubbles in Memphis, in Davidson. This is the margin. You can see here exactly what I mean. This region here is not enough to pull Rose up, even though it was close, but it was not close enough for him to win. And that's at 100%, as you can see here, in Poly Market and also in Kalshi. Now, 70% the vote there. So they will reach right now, if this continues like that, they will get 812,000 votes, which is not so bad. And the Democrats will get a smaller number, will get, let me make sure here the calculations are correct, will get 407. So the Republicans will get 66% of the total turnout, which is higher than what Trump got in 2024. I can show you exactly what I mean. So let's go here to 2024. So this was Tennessee. Look at this. It will be even better than what Trump got in terms of turnout. Shall be very interesting. So even though those counties may be voting more Democratic, like Knox and maybe Chattooga County, Raleigh County, Hamilton County, in the rural places it might be going better for Republicans. I mean, I'm not really going to make that analysis because it doesn't matter, but I think they're doing better there. Now we have 19 likes, so not so bad, guys. Yeah, but for the people that we have there, we have 22 people. We just need 10 to go to 740. I'm sorry, 9 to get to 740. So let's go, guys. Make sure you subscribe. We'll finish this poll here because I will start another one just for this last part of the live stream. And I will start this last poll. Wait a minute here. Just trying to do the poll here. So I have now a new poll there. So which party are you? Are you from? Actually, I am a Democrat, I am a Republican, or I am an independent. So actually, just to know if the people are watching me today, from which party affiliation they have, or if you, I mean, if you don't have party affiliation but you like Democrats more, I mean, you can choose Democrats there. Now I have 20 likes finally in live. That's great. Tennessee partisan votes, Republicans lead 69-31. Yeah, that's mostly what I said. Yeah, 823,000 a projected vote. Yeah, that's what I said. Now we have 732. So another subscriber. Thank you so much for all the support tonight. It was amazing. It is still amazing. I'll still be here for at least half an hour, I would say, until we have everything counted, everything decided. Now I have 72% here, almost 600,000 finally. And the Democrats are barely at 300,000 almost. And look at it, still the same. Look at this now. How much it was the margin now? The margin was, if I'm not mistaken, 8.4 points. And now it's 5.6. I'm sorry, 5.2. So from 8.4 to 5.2. And now we got like 2,000 new votes. So this is really, really important. This will narrow. It'll be very, very close. This race is gone, I would say that. This race is going to be close until the end. I don't think it will be possible. I mean, I think it will be ending at 2-3 points, as I said before. But still, it is really interesting. So let's go. I'm just trying to check something in terms of the Knox now is at 73. So it actually went down for Marsha Blackburn there. Very interesting. So now, look at this. Still getting more or less the same thing. Now 52.9, 47.1. Yeah, guys, don't forget to share the live stream. It's so important that you do that. Now we have 21 people there. But this is all, I mean, Associated Press didn't projected yet for Charlie Hatcher, but this is already gone. It doesn't really matter. We already projected the 6th, I think, as well. Yeah, the 6th, I think. Maybe we can go there just to make sure we did. So, yeah, most of those are here. How many votes there? 12,000, so 12,000. Yeah, we can now project that Mike Crowley is actually going to win the primary here as well. Nothing special, but still. It was supposed to... I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen, but considering the performance here in the more rural parts, even though Nashville he's losing, doesn't matter there. So let's go back to this race here. Still the same, nothing special changed there. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. The live stream is going all right. Now we're already here for almost 2 hours. Reading that Dem's turnout isn't great, but Dem's still overperforming mayors. Maybe Democratic turnout is very concentrated in specific places like cities, and of course cities, I mean, that's pretty obvious, but I mean turnout, I'm not meaning in comparison to what's happening in other places. I mean, the Democrats are doing probably much better in Hamilton County, which is also in Knoxville, but when it comes to more rural places, they're probably not turning out as much. That's what I said before. Actually, when I saw the fact that the Republicans are probably doing better right now. And yeah, just trying here. Now we have less people, only 16 now. Yeah, before the 18 people we have right now, make sure if you guys have the possibility to send me a super chat. I'll ask you again because we're basically finishing the live stream in the next half an hour or so. So I'll just ask you again if you can do it. That will help me a lot. It can be like $5. It doesn't matter. What matters is really the intention. That really helps the channel a lot. Also motivates me to do more live streams. Motivates me to be here next Tuesday, next Saturday. We'll also be here covering UK's by-election in Clacton to replace Nigel Farage, probably replacing him by himself, but we'll see about that in a future video. And now look at this, still nothing new in the 5th here, 78% now, it's mostly in. In the 6th right now, 76% is done. This is done. They finally projected for Mike Rowley. We did like 5 minutes before them, so it's a win for us. And we're only missing 2 projections. He's in the 5th, but we already did. So Chaz Mulder here and Charlie Hatcher. So everything is projected, guys. Yeah, everything is projected. So I mean, I'm pretty happy with the current situation of stuff. We already did every projection possible. Look at this. What happened here? Okay, now this flip, this is very interesting what's happening here in the County Board of Education. Now, how much of the percentage is? 73%, so there's still ways to go. Now this flip, maybe because of some precincts inside the city, we cannot go granularly inside the precincts that are still remaining, because if they're from the suburbs, of course that will help Republicans, but if they're from Knoxville itself, that will help the Democrats. Right now we cannot go granularly inside the precincts, which is pretty sad. But very interesting there. Trying here just okay. 20 people again. 20 people with 20 likes. Fantastic. Fantastic, really fantastic. And now we just got more votes. 603,000 now. Democrats are almost at 300,000. We're still missing. Where are we missing the votes? Yeah, now this is interesting here. But according to at least this county board of education now has 10,000 districts, 10,000 votes. I'm sorry. So at least this will be at 10,000. So there's still 4,000 at least left. And in terms of the remaining votes, you can see here Look at this. Now there's a lot of few counties actually to report. Memphis, Rutherford, Davidson, Knox, and also Wilmington. That'll be and also Hamilton County. That will be the largest to report. But yeah, less and less number of votes still to report here. Hancock. Now Hancock flipped. I'm not so sure if that was. Let me just drink more water. I'm not really sure if that was John Rose's county before. Now right now it's going for him. So he's now we're getting Republicans. Republicans are voting for Democrats. That's why you're saying that. Saying considering that information there. Pretty interesting. Very very funny. I'll just really show this post because I found it very funny. Look at this. On this week's episode of Spada Congressional District, John Rose's district, of course, everybody knows that this would be here around Nashville. Very interesting, just funny. Sometimes, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Still nothing new in both. And now we just got more votes, 608,000 now. 277 here. So only one county. But yeah, it doesn't matter, to be honest. Right now, in terms of our poll here, we have 4 votes. Basically, 1 Democrat, 1 Republican, and 2 independents right now. Just got more votes now, 610,000 almost there. And as you can see, in terms of the remaining votes, less and less finally. Almost finishing here the count. As you can see here, most of the things are already reported, so pretty interesting. Actually, the New York Times say 76%, then Decision Desk say 88%, so very interesting. But this is much faster than Michigan. Polls closed at the same time. Michigan took like by 3 a.m. I'm sorry, I'm counting my time, but by like 10 p.m. Eastern in Michigan, I think it was like what 20% counted, and now we're already at 76. Of course, it's a smaller state, but still. Yeah, Democrats now they took the lead again in the 9th. I mean, probably a precinct from Knoxville itself. I don't know. We cannot go, as I said before, we cannot go granularly inside the precincts. It's really the way it is. But yeah, maybe a precinct from inside the city. And no, I don't know if you guys know about this, but do you know when we'll have the special election to replace? Of course, it will only be next year to replace Marsha Blackburn because she'll be elected governor, and then of course she's now senator. So that will be interesting to see when we'll have the special election. So 47 of 102 precincts. Yeah, we can see here 76% is already in. So okay, now the march actually expanded again. Pretty interesting what's happening here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is now coming. Okay, now this shrunk. It was 5.2 and now it's 4.8. But pretty interesting. And let me open here the mayor. So where is that here? Tennessee. What is the name is Tennessee Hamilton County Mayor. Let me just try to find that. Hamilton. Okay, maybe it's in the other. Trying here to find Hamilton County mayor because it's still competitive. Okay, here, look at this. Democrats are leading right now by 2 points. This is a Trump district, of course, but they're leading now by 2 points. This is Trump 13, Trump plus 13. So right now they're getting a swing of D plus 15, which is still seems that she's gonna appoint her successor. Yeah, but still, it has to have a special election after that, of course. Now 78%, 626,000, and here we're at 284. In terms of the remaining votes, less bubbles. Montgomery is done. Look at this, 79 now. They're still waiting to get projected. I mean, it's pretty weird. 73 here. Yeah, this is done. I'm not sure why I have this open. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. We have, how many people? 19 people there, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe. It's really important that you do that. And we are almost there. We are almost at our goal for this live stream, though we probably won't reach it, but still, it isn't that bad. Back at 20 people there. Hey guys, then after the live stream, because I'm very close to actually finish the live stream, maybe like 20 more minutes or so. Knox County also has mayor election. But in Knox County, I'm here monitoring the Board of Education right now. So now, yeah, look at this, less bubbles now. Continues to be less and less actually. Now we're at 632,000, 79%. Yeah, you can say that tab. Yeah, maybe I can go here just to find that one as well. That's mayoral. So you're talking about Knox County? Knox County. So let's go to Knox County. So where is that? Where is that? Knox County. So time. Yeah, I'm not really finding it. Can we get a final look at District 27? Yeah, we can do that first. 27, look at this. 20 points. And it's fully in, so fully reported at 20 points. So yeah, not really that competitive. As you can see there, 20 points, so just right here to check something. Okay. So yeah. So 20 points, I will just now go back. Not really in the mood for that. Okay, so now 636 again, 79% continues to be now at 79%. This now at 84. Now basically 6 points here. Writing's only 0.4, so not very much writings there. They're still waiting to project, which is pretty weird. So the votes we're still waiting the most right now. It's probably here the 4th district, exactly. Still nothing new here. Still nothing new in the county mayor. Here now we have less counties to report now, and most of the votes are really Nashville, Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. We already have now the website. Okay, the website is back. Now we have already 61 of 95 95 counties actually already in, so we're almost finishing this. Now here at 6.4 continues to go up now, and the remaining votes are here, which will probably narrow the margin percentage-wise, and also here that will probably increase as well. You guys don't forget to subscribe, leave a like there. Now here we still now we just got more. Yeah, nothing special there. Here still the same. Here still the same. So guys, I'll do a break right now. The last one before I finish the live stream. Maybe I will stay with the result here. Maybe when this race, maybe I'll stay here, and I'll maybe here. This is more important, and I'll be back really soon in about like 2 or 3 minutes. So guys, I'm back again. It was shorter than I thought, and look at this, the margin now increased to 7 points, and here it shrunk to 4, so this is still close. This is still going down the wire, and now we're at 82%, so it's mostly done. As you can see in terms of the expected votes now, much reduced number of counties still to report now. They finally project Charlie Harcher to win the primary. For some reason, they're still waiting to project here. Pretty weird. And yeah, for some reason, they're still waiting a bit. Yeah, I'm almost. I mean, I will close the live stream in the next 10 minutes. Basically, I'm not really sure if I will stay any longer, even though there's still interesting elections here. I'm not really sure if I will stay any longer because it's almost done. It's 83% done, so and we got like everything projected. Most, well, not everything, but like almost everything projected. Yeah, for the people that are there, yeah, thank you so much for the 14 people that are still there after this very intense primary, I would say. Now, yeah, we reached like 31 people at a peak, and now we're back at 15, but it's okay, considering most of the decisions already done, so it happens. It really happens now. Okay, now we got another dump, and the margin seems to be stabilized now. Yeah, I mean, it's a swing of D plus 15. If you consider that is big, of course, it's big, but it's not the biggest swing we ever seen in terms of the elections this year. It is not the biggest swing ever. But yeah, he might lose it. I mean, right now, how many persons are we in? Maybe we can check that thing here. Wait a minute. Now we're already at 66 ways to go. So what is them? Hamilton? Yeah, Hamilton. Let's just. So right now we're at 35 of 92. So there's still ways to go here. There's still like 60% to go. And that means this is still, yeah, there's still more stuff to report. So yeah, it's not over. It's not over. Knox Mayor. Knox Mayor. Yeah, I can check that one. I was trying to find it and then I just gave up. Now I can find it again. So Knox is here. Knox County Mayor. Now you have it here. So okay, it's going by 5. So it's going by 5 and it's mostly done, I think. Knox is mostly, it's, no, actually it says 0 of 99 right now. But it's not true, it's already at 79%. So right now, Knox Mayor is going by 5 points. Not the worst. I mean, it's not amazing as well, but it's not the worst. Now we're back at 18 people as well, again. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. We're mostly at the end of the live stream, so yeah, please subscribe right now because, yeah, I just want to say thank you to you when I'm here still. I mean, please, yeah, please do subscribe. We're almost finishing this. And, okay, now we just got more votes. Look at this. Now it was cut a bit to 4.8. Here, still the same. Here, now it was cut slightly. And here, now it's up a lot. Yeah, guys, I am thinking this is over. Look at this. Now it's 8 points. It's even larger than this one. Weston Worms family has a long history in Tennessee's politics. It would be surprising. Yeah, I mean, it's surprising, but it's not over, guys. It's not over. Still a long way to go. Hamilton County still has a long way to go. Look at this. It's only at 49%, so there's still like most of the election vote to report. So it's not over. He might pull it out, but still, it is big. Knox at 83 right now, so Knox is almost done. So this means that Knox Mayor is almost done now. Now we're at 66 still persons to go. Look at this. Now the bubbles became even smaller. Nashville is mostly done. Now we're at 83%, so this is almost done. So still nothing new here. Yeah, but now we're mostly done. At least, I think we're now 67 precincts out of 102, so that's almost done there. Knox Major is Trump 20. Is it? It might be. Try here to not New York this time. So Knox is, yeah, 20 the county. Yeah, exactly. And Chattooga is 13. So right now Knox is coming 5, so that's a 15-point shift. Maybe it will be slightly better, so it'll go like 6 or a 14 or a 13-point shift. Now this is taking a bit of time actually to get the counties now. 69 out of the 95. Now we're back at 21 now. We're also getting now by-elections in the UK today, even though they're only council by-elections, not very important, I would say, but still, and just interesting. Just got more votes now. Here's still nothing, still nothing, still nothing, and still nothing. So we keep on waiting. I will do another break maybe, and because there's nothing I can tell you right now. I'm still waiting here for the votes. How bad is that for Republicans in Tennessee? Since I don't know much, it's really house seats in Tennessee. What do you mean by that? To be honest, what up? Yeah, we already knew about that. 670, 102 precincts now. We'll have to wait now, but it's looking good for the Democrats there. But the House races in Tennessee, you'll probably say like everything will go Republican because of the gerrymandering they did. Okay, now this is done. Fayette. They split basically Memphis in a lot of districts, and then also Nashville to make sure that the Republicans will get a majority. So I'll do the mild break. I will stay it here. Actually here because it's more competitive, and I'll be back by 10:30, something like that. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and send me a super chat if you can. And yeah, I'll be back really, really soon. So guys, I am back again, and look at this now. The Republicans now took the lead in the Hamilton County mayor election, as it was expected as well. And I mean, are this shifts in if the major mayor elections shifting? Is it education or suburbs? I would say personally, these are more of suburban problems for President Trump, and I mean, he's famous because of his suburban problems, and it's not meant of it as a criticism. It's just meant as a performance metric, and I would keep saying on this. He has a problem in the suburbs. He will always have because he's not the best person for the suburbs itself, but he has other points of strength. So, I mean, this is a trade-off, you would say. Some people are better in the subs, some people are worse there. It's basically a trade-off. And right now, basically in the live stream as well, 30% Democrats, 30% Republicans, and 25% independents. So pretty interesting right now in the composition in the live stream. And let me just check here. So this is now latest 52.8, here 53 point something as well. And we're mostly done now, 86%. So I will finish now the live stream. I think, yeah, we're mostly done. So I finish right now. This will go probably for Republicans. This will also go for Republicans. This will go, I'm not so sure for which way, to be honest. This will be very competitive, and this will probably go Democratic. So they might took the lead in the Board of Education, even though overall it'll probably stay the mayoral, or the mayoral office will probably stay Republican. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. And by the way, let me just tell you something. I will just show you here vote hub, because they got here the news I was expecting. Look at this. West and Wamp got 71% in this election in vote drop. So I mean, you can clearly see the difference. Early vote 50-50, election day 71-29. So completely crazy, and it's usually what happens in those races. So yeah, thank you so much for all the support. Hope you liked the live stream. Don't forget, if you're still there, subscribe. You leave a like. Now I have 19 people there, so yeah, you have the last minute now to actually subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back here with another live stream on Saturday in DOY primaries, and I'll also be here on Sunday with another video. So thank you so much. See you in there, and hope you have a great night, a great evening, and thank you so much.